Isang abogadong mula sa Ateneo, isang propesor ng Constitutional Law, isa sa mga pangunahing leader ng civil society. Si Edwin Lacierda ngayon ang tagapagsalita ng ating Pangulo. Pero ano nga kaya ang kanyang sariling opinyon at saloobin tungkol sa mga issue sa loob at labas ng Malacanang?
Wasak parating.
Wasak.
Adjective is always wasak.
Di ba parang parehong, pwede siyang maging complementary, pwedeng negative din.
It's more complimentary now, di ba?
Parang ngayon, sir, parang wasak. Parang out of this world, ganyan. Splendiferous. Ganyan. Uy, nandiyan pala kayo. Mga tol, andito tayo ngayon sa Malacanang. Kasama rin natin, syempre, of course, ang napakahusay at napakagwapo at napaka-articulate at cool na Presidential Spokesperson na si Attorney Edwin Lacierda. Magandang gabi, sir.
Hi, Lord.
Sir, maraming salamat sa oras mo. Alam ko, busy ka ngayon, sir.
Basta sa'yo.
Yan. Sir, konting ano naman, asan ba tayo ngayon, sir, sa Malacanang?
This is the Quirino Room. This entire structure ay Kalayaan Hall. This is the museum proper. At ito yung cabinet room actually. Maliit pa siguro, ilan na ang cabinet members noon. Kaya ito yung mga ilang tables.
Paano kaya nagkasya tong mesang to, sir, dito?
Dapat tanungin si Manolo Quezon yung historia namin.
Sabi daw, dito raw kinonstruct to mismo, pati yung mga chairs.
Most likely kasi hindi papasok yun sa chances are, but we don't know.
Yung sign na yan ba, sir, okay lang yan dyan?
Oo.
Parang bumagi naman, sir, ano?
Oo nga maganda yung pangalan nyo, Wasak.
Parang nagmukhang casino yung background.
Hindi naman.
Mga tol, hindi nyo alam, si Attorney Lacierda pala ay dating nanalo sa Experimental Cinema of the Philippines. Meron silang patimpalak noon, sir. Pakikwento naman. Editor pala kayo dati.
Noong 83, yung thesis namin na sinubmit namin for our ComArts, sinali namin dahil sabi ng aming department chairman, si Doy Del Mundo.
Ah, okay.
Isali niyo sa...
Hanggang ngayon, nagtuturo pa rin si Sir Doy.
Nag-retire na ba? Nagtuturo pa ba? Sabi niya, isali namin. So, sinali namin. It's a three-man work. May isang director. Tapos yung isa naman ako at sa isa naman cinematographer. Ako ang editor. Ang title nun, Kahapon Hanggang Bukas. It's about life in the Golden Acres. Ang kinuha namin artista nun, si Mary Walter. At saka si Adul De Leon. Si Mary Walter, gusto niya sana niya libre. Pero si Adul De Leon, na yumaon na rin. Sabi ni Adul De Leon sa amin, I have to charge you para makita niyo kung gaano kahirap gumawa ng isang pelikula. So binayaran namin 500 pesos.
Wow.
For I think, more than a week of shooting sa Golden Acres.
Wow. Ang bigat siguro nung topic, nung kwentong yun.
Well, dumaan yung script namin kay Doy. Doy is sa amin, para sa amin, Dean of Scriptwriter si Doy. So, dumaan sa kanya, mabusisi ang pagtingin niya doon sa script namin. Tapos, nung approve na niya, nag-shoot na kami.
Film buff ka ba, sir?
Oh, film buff ako.
May time ka pa bang manood ng mga pelikula?
Weekends.
Greatest films of all time para sa'yo?
Godfather.
Okay. 1 or 2? Godfather.
Godfather 1.
Godfather 1.
Godfather 1 and 2 are good eh. You know, there's a story, there's a film. It says, if you want to know about the life's lessons, just watch Godfather 1 and 2. Yun ang sabi. So, you know, it's a good way of looking at it.
Tapos marami na rin daw mga phrases in common English language na galing sa Godfather.
Yeah, you sleep with the fishes.
Yan, tsaka parang take it to the mattresses, parang gano'n yata.
And then you say, if you want to learn the days of the week, say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know?
Nabasa niyo yung nobela? Siyempre.
Yung nobela, after na.
After
Nauna yung pelikula. But nung nasa Mascom kami, ang maganda nun, yung kay H.G. Wells, naalala mo yung radio program nila na when it was first presented by si Orson Welles.
Yung Martian. Yung Martian
Invasion.
Invasion.
Yung Invasion from Mars.
Natakot ang lahat kasi akala nila totoong report.
You know what? Pinakinggan namin yung original nun. And we studied that particular tape of Orson Welles. Plaka pa ng vinyl, pinaplay sa amin ni Doy. May foresight tayo, sabi, ay, it doesn't sound na talagang may invasion, pero you could imagine at that time.
At the time.
Talagang siguro it really created a stir in when the people were listening to it.
Kasi parang mas nag-a-appeal doon sa imagination.
Exactly. And yun ang galing ni Orson Welles. May, like, you know, I have a copy of the Citizen Kane.
Gulat ako hindi number 1 ang Citizen Kane sa'yo sa iyong...
It's always number 1, but you know, it's there are other films because right now I don't remember, but I have a collection of films, VHS. Because
May player ka pa rin, ano na yun?
Meron pa, may VHS player pa ako, pero yung Betamax wala na. Pero yung VHS player, all my tapes are still there. So mga classic films, when I go to the States, makakabili ka ng mura eh. So binibili yun.
Nabanggit yung Godfather as parang a potential source of life's lessons. May mga lessons ba ang Godfather, the film, na nai-apply mo sa trabaho mo bilang presidential spokesperson?
It's not personal. it's business.
Oh,
Di ba?
good one.
Whenever we go out and speak about something, ang problema lang, sometimes they think that yung aming sinasabi may kasamang personal. But we don't. Which shows naman kapag nagkikita kami, for instance, may kalaban akong nakipag...
Kunyari, sir, mitos magsaysay.
In any administration when you serve, huwag kayo masyado mamemersonal dun sa mga critics ng Pangulo.
Ay, hindi ko
business.
pinapersonal si Mitos Magsaysay. You know, I know her job. I know her role as a... She refuses to be called a spokesperson for GMA, but I understand where she's coming from. And she hits me, I respond. I think nagalit siya sa akin noon kasi nung nag-hearing kami sa budget yata noon, I said, your statement was inaccurate. And after that, I don't think she forgave me for saying that. And plus, of course, my principal is the president. Her principal or patron is the former president.
Edsel Lagman.
Kasi Edsel, malaking respeto ko sa kanya. Dahil nung panahon ni Marcos, human rights lawyer siya. Of course, nagbabago-bago yung kung tingin sa kanya dahil ngayon, hindi ko maintindihan bakit isa kang human rights lawyer. Tapos biglang kumampi ka sa isang administrasyon na alam mo namang cheated, lied, and stone. So,
Parang Joker Arroyo yan, sir.
parang ganun.
Sorry.
Ako rin. Ako rin, medyo mainit.
Sir,
Okay na to.
ikaw din. Hindi rin maganda tingnan sa TV.
So basically yun. It's you respected him, but at a certain point, you wonder why they turn out to be what they are now.
May explanation ka for that, sir?
Trabaho nila. Trabaho lang sa kanila. I think in the heart of hearts, I know where they stand. I know where their moral compass is. But I think there are some other things that dictate their decisions and actions.
Huy!
Oh,
Jun, tahong yan ah.
paborito ko yung tahong, pare.
Masarap naman talaga ang tahong eh. Lalong-lalo na yung tahong na may balbas.
Oo.
Uy! Alam mo, okay dito, mas masarap.
Oo.
Yung tinatawag nating tahong espesyal.
Tahong special.
Bagong recipe ito.
Bagong recipe.
Ay, mga bayaw, welcome na naman po sa isang episode ng Pulutang Wasak Espesyal o Puwe.
Okay.
Ayan, swabing-swabe.
Anong gagawin natin ngayon?
Kailangan natin ng ito nga, tahong.
Tahong.
Siyempre, dapat sariwa yung tahong muna. Alam mo paano malaman sariwa tahong? Pag binili mo, dapat nakasarado pa.
Kasi ito nakabukas na to no?
Nakabukas kasi, galing yan sa ref.
So dapat
Lalamigan, bubukas siya.
nakasarado.
Pero okay yan. Matitibay naman bituon ng mga bayaw natin.
Okay, So anong gagawin natin?
Yun. Of course, kailangan natin ng bawang, dahon ng sibuyas, luya, patis, siling mahaba, sibuyas, at cornstarch na tinunaw sa tubig. Simulan natin. Kailangan lang natin ng mantika.
Pwede na yan.
Sige, magigisa tayo. Painitin lang natin mantika at balikan natin yung tahong.
Pag may mga ganitong buhok ba, pwede to?
Okay na siguro yan. Dapat walang amoy.
Amoy dagat, hindi amoy malansa.
Siyempre, unahin natin. Hulog natin ng sibuyas.
Sibuyas, okay.
Unahin lagi ang sibuyas kesa sa bawang. Dahil ang bawang, mabilis masunog. Lalagyan natin luya. Kaya mo lang muna natin maluto yung sibuyas natin. Yan, swabing-swabe lang. Okay. Diba?
Tapos bawang na
Maya-maya
next
konti, bawang. Pero dapat huwag natin susunugin yung bawang. At pag pumula na, hahalo na natin ang tahong.
Tahong, okay. Okay. Ganun lang pala, no? So ito ba may sabaw to?
May
Tahong na to,
konting
sabaw.
sarsa siya.
Kasi natikman ko tahong, may sabaw eh. Paano ba malalaman doon kung luto na yung tahong?
Pag bumukas, luto na yon. Paabot ng siling mahaba dyan.
Ito, okay na to?
Oo, okay na yan. Kailangan natin salt and pepper to
Okay,
taste. Siguro pepper na lang kasi meron na tayong patis eh.
Okay, ito.
May kasabihan tayo sa pagluluto, season as you go. Alam mo, mas masarap to kung meron tayong tinatawag na clear soda.
Meron tayo niyan. Sandali lang, ha? Ito, pwede na ba
Ayan,
to?
sigurado ka, gin yata yan eh.
Hindi, clear soda yan.
Lagyan natin. Dahil magdadagdag siya ng tamis eh.
Pwede
Sa
na yan.
isang baso. Paabot ng patis dun.
Sakto na ba yan?
Konti lang. Dapat maglagay tayo ng pampakapal. Para gusto natin may konting sarsa eh. Sarsyadong tahong. The best in the world.
Mga masarap yan, Lord,
Tahong yan eh.
Ah,
Ready to plate na tayo.
kala ko kanina, ito yung tahong. Meron pa lang sabaw ko.
Mas masarap ang tahong
Pag
na
masabaw.
masabaw.
Yan. Ito, Lord, para saan naman to?
Halo natin ngayon yan sa ending.
Ba?
Para social ang plating natin, di ba? Dahil tandaan mga kapatid, una tayong kumakain sa ating mga mata.
So, pwede na to sa mga pulutan?
Pampulutan
Pag may
talaga yan.
inuman. Ganun ba yun?
Kaya
Okay.
tikman natin.
Sarap na itong tahong na to, Lord.
Mas masarap yung tahong Huwag sinasamahan mo ng bawang.
Saka masarap din pag pinagsasaluhan yung tahong, no? Oh, ayan mga bayaw, ha?
Yan po ang tinatawag nating tahong espesyal.
Okay,
Dito lang po
mapupunta.
yan sa Pulutang Wasak Espesyal o Uwe. Sir, more than a year into the job, nasa stage ko bang iniinis mo, ano ba itong pinasok ko? Narito na ang top 5 suggestions kung paano mas magiging epektibo ang mga spokespersons ng Malacanang.
3 yung in-offer niyang trabaho. Yung isa, spokesperson. Yung dalawa, sinabi niya yung position. Pero may kasamang death threats yan. So, sinabi,
Customs. Sir, more than a year into the job, nasa stage ko bang iniinis mo, ano ba itong pinasok ko?
that came before.
That came before.
That came before during the start. No, naalala ko, nangangampanya kami. And in fact, kasama ko si Abby. Si Abby kasi kasama namin sa kampanya. Paano kung manalo tayo? Nanalo nga.
Ang tawag nila dyan, sir, it's the Dolphy quote.
Yes.
Parang madali tumakbo. Paano pag nanalo tayo?
Yes. And then we realized, nanalo tayo. So ano ang mangyayari sa atin? Nagkaroon ng election May 11. May 13, the president-elect at the time texted me and offered me a job. So sabi ko, sir, wag na muna dahil may problema pa tayo kay Senator Maro Rojas at the time. So it took some time, but after that, he texted me again, mag-usap tayo sa Times Street. So doon sa Times Street, nag-offer na siya. 3 yung in-offer niyang trabaho. Yung isa, spokesperson. Yung dalawa, sinabi niya yung position. Pero may kasamang death threats yan. So,
Customs.
Hindi customs.
PDEA.
Ay, hindi naman.
Hindi rin.
Pero may kasamang death threat. So, sabi ko, anak ko bata pa. Sabi ko, I'd rather go for this muna.
At least verbal threats lang. Mga verbal.
Dito, not even verbal threats. Talagang, I'm very comfortable with the work as spokesperson. And nagkaroon lang siguro ako ng initial na faux pas with the press corps dahil you don't know how to deal with the press. But you learn eventually. Yung learning curve namin ni Abby mataas. So, mabilis. So, we have a very good relationship now with the Malacanang press corps. We know the protocols now. Yung mahalaga yung protocol. And that's something what we need to learn.
Well, aside from not taking things personally, ano pa yung isang pinakamalaking realization na nagkaroon ka throughout this job?
The loss of privacy.
O paano yung pag kunyari naglalakad ka sa mall? Oy, si ano to?
Okay lang yun.
Pa-picture.
Well, apart from nakikita sa publiko, the loss of your own opinion. Kasi because of the work. Minsan, I wanted to say more. Siyempre, banas ka rin eh. May emotion din tayo eh. So, minsan, maaasar ka sa mga gusto mo magsalita na mas madiin. If you're going to state something as a matter of fact, please make sure that you research it first or you verify those facts.
Nagtapos kayo ng MASCOM ang inyong undergraduate before kayo nag-abogasya. Nung nag-MASCOM ka, parang ano yung career path mo dapat iniisip mo?
I wanted to enter media. Kaso nung 1983, in-assassinate si Ninoy. Walang economy
trabaho.
went down. May offer to work for ad agencies, but like I said, si Doy look at it as very demeaning for us. So you didn't want to work in those fields. You want to enter media naman, bagsak naman ng TV, mahinang revenues. So you were, hindi talaga na, except for, I think after, sometime around 84, 85, there was a show called Pamana Family Show, where ang si Father Sani, si Manilin Reynes, maliit pa, at saka si Rina Reyes were the hosts. So I did some script writing for that.
Before kang naging bahagi ng kabinete ni Pinoy, naging miyembro ka ng civil society. So kailan nagsimula ito?
Oh, that's a funny experience. I joined the black and white movement. This happened serendipitously. I was a blogger. I had a blog called San Juan Gossip Mills Outlet. And then at one point, it was about the Garci tapes, and I wrote something very controversial. I think I criticized an ANC column host. And Manolo Quezon, who's also a blogger and a member of the Black and White, referred that blog to that particular columnist na medyo she took upon herself na parang challenging to. So she guested me in ANC. Tapos, nung nag-guest, ever since that time,
You got the job.
I got the job as a legal resource person. That was way back in 2005. But after that, si Manolo also drew me into the black and white because he's one of the founders of the black and white movement. I met sina Lea Navarro, Dinky Suliman, Butch Abad, Gindeles. So that's where the involvement with civil society came about. So from then on, pag may mga activities ang Black and White, together with other CSOs, sumasali kami.
Siguro nagtataka lang iba kung gaano ba kaiba yung pag-uorganisa ng mga grupo kagaya ng civil society versus yung pagpapatakbo ng gobyerno. Kasi dati, kayo'y pumupuna, ngayon, nasa other side of the bakod ka.
What we can deliver is good governance. That's our promise nung nasa kabilang bakod pa kami. Kami ang pumupuna sa nakaraang administrasyon, corruption and all that. So ano ang kapalit natin? Tayo ngayon nasa poder, ang dapat ang i-deliver natin, yung pangako natin, which is good governance. Alam mo, during the campaign, and this is something I'm very inspired to tell you, during the campaign, Butchabad was the campaign manager. We would have sometimes sa Fridays, medyo pahinga na yun, weekends eh. We'd go out and drink. And you know, what we talk about was helping the poor, alleviating poverty. Yung eksaktong sinasabi natin kung walang korap, walang mahirap. And about CCT. Yung kita mo yung puso ni Butch eh. You're very inspired to work. And kaya klaro sa amin eh. At bulk of the cabinet, in fact, all of the cabinet members, alam ang adhikain ni Noy eh. So kaya alam namin kung saan patungo itong gobyerno. And obligasyon nito, hindi ito privilege to work for the people.
Narito na ang top 5 suggestions kung paano mas magiging epektibo ang mga spokespersons ng Malacanang. Number 5. Kung sa text nang galing yung mga balita ng coup, edi text na lang ng Malacanang yung reaksyon nila. Ika nga, an eye for an eye, a text for a text. Sa number 4, kung wala rin namang mabigat na balita, edi i-YouTube yun na lang. Number 3, imbis na mag-question and answer portion, bakit hindi na lang bigyan ng exams ang mga Malacanang reporters kung ano yung sinabi sa press con, di ba? Para din mabrush up ang journalistic skills ng mga taga-media na medyo matagal lang gumraduate sa college, di ba? Number 2, mag-jack and point na lang kaya yung mga taga-communications group. Mabilis, fair, at talaga namang napaka-scientific na method. At ang number 1 suggestion kung paano mas magiging epektibo ang mga spokespersons sa Malacanang kapag hindi na kaya ang mga tanong tungkol sa private life ng presidente, tawagin na lang si Deputy Spokesperson Boy Abunda.
On what circumstances napipikon ka?
They must love me. Of course, in a negative way, but that's how I look at it.
Tapos may balita ako na medyo ayaw mo raw palitan yung iyong profile pic sa Twitter.
Ito, ang 2007 shoe cycle.
On what circumstances napipikon ka?
Pag binabanatan si Noy na hindi, na sobra-sobra na.
Kunyari sa umaga, nagbabasa ka ba ng dyaryo? Aling dyaryo inuuna mo? Mga dyaryo ba na medyo hypercritical of the administration? Ay yung mga dyaryong medyo malambot lang?
Talagang evolution din eh, may learning curve eh. Nung naging spokesperson na, tapos yung may mga pumupuna, talagang apektado ka eh. Kasi nung wala ka naman dito, hindi ka naman binabanatan, wala naman pumupuna sa'yo. Suddenly, you're a victim of this barrage of criticism. Eh. Pero mga 2 weeks yun eh. Then I figured to myself, these people are just doing their jobs. And I'm doing a job. If they don't like it, sorry sila. I'm gonna perform my job anyway. So, ever since that time, I don't get affected anymore. May sumusulat. You know what and this is again an allusion to a film. My philosophy is, yung sinabi ni Sally Fields when she received the Oscar Awards.
You like me.
They love me. They really love me. Diba? So, that's how I treat criticisms because, napapansin ka nila. They spent, 30 minutes of their time writing about something about you. So, they must love me. Of course, in a negative way, but that's how I look at it. So, I don't get affected by the criticisms.
In recent Malacanang history, Secretary, sino para sa'yo ang mga pinaka naging mahuhusay na presidential spokesperson?
Si Gary Olivar. I like him. When I listen to him, when I see him coming out, I like him.
Kahit maanghang ang mga column niya minsan.
Yes, and that's why I don't get affected by it. I realize where he's coming from. That's the perspective. You can't expect somebody from the Arroyo administration to heap praises on our president. So that's understandable. But I like him when he was spokesperson because maayos yung magsalita, malinaw. Para sa akin, malinaw. He's the only spokesperson at that time na talagang nakikinig ako. And whether even if I don't like the administration, the principle that he was serving, I like Mr. Gary Olivar. Si Rene Sagisag is also a spokesperson whom I really respect because not only of his fluency, his logic, but also his moral principles. Yan ang nakakarespeto si Senator Sagisag.
Eh, yung mga mahawak, sir, ng mga DVD, CD, ganyan.
Kaya nga hindi ko na-mention.
Gaano ko, may iba tayo in terms of technique, no? Gaano ka-importante sa opisina niyo yung paggamit ng social media? Meron kang Twitter account?
You know, the problem with si Abby, mas magaling gumamit ng Twitter account eh. Ako naman, I only tweet if it's more or less official. The few times I tweeted, and I tweeted about the left, nagbanggaan kami. And I don't mind that. I don't mind fighting with them kung talagang I believe which is true. And they have their own advocacy. May paniniwala sila eh. Obviously, hindi katugma ng paniniwala ko. But I'm gonna stand by what I said. Hindi man ako nagsasalita ng hindi totoo.
Yung personal Twitter account mo, ang handle mo ay Dawende. Bakit Dawende?
My nickname, si Edwin ako eh. Pero when I was small, ang tawag sa akin, Dawen. Because I was small. Nung I was smaller than usual. So, kaya ang tawag sa akin, ang biro sa akin, Dawende. So, that's stuck. Naging, from Dawende, ang nickname ko, kinontract nila to Dawen.
Tapos may balita ako na medyo ayaw mo raw palitan yung iyong profile pic sa Twitter.
I've been trying to change that. No? That picture was taken in a graduation po nung anak ko eh. Kumain kami sa labas. So, nagpapakyut lang with my daughter and my son and my wife. So, kinunan yun. And after that, yan ang una kong nilagay. Siyempre, bago pang paggamit ng Twitter, kailangan ng picture. So, ano bang magandang picture pwedeng ilagay doon? Eh, hindi ko pala akalain mo. May sinabi adjective si Abby na hindi ko na lang uulitin. Pero sinabi ko, but I've been trying to change it eh.
Parang pang sabon daw.
Well, Abby has a more... has a different way of saying
Mas
it.
graphic yata.
Mas graphic pa ang description ni Abby and she's been telling me to change it. Sabi ko, but I've been trying to change it sa BlackBerry ko eh. Parati sinasabi ng BlackBerry Twitter service is not available.
May excuse ka.
May excuse ako,
Hindi mo
pero dapat
kasalanan.
I should change it sa laptop ko.
What's a typical day for Edwin Lacierda?
Well, depends. If there's a radio interview in the morning, at around 5:30 we wake up. But if there's none, so around 7:30. And then we go through the emails because may natatanggap kami mga news for the day. May gumagawa na isang department, they give us all the news for the day. And then nagdi-discuss na kami ni Abby or ng aming grupo kung ano yung mga issues of the day. And then around 9 o'clock, we go to office, we discuss the issues, and we prepare our responses or statements. We need a statement put out. By around 11:30, press briefing yan. But normally at 10 o'clock, may meetings kami with the President. May mga, kunyari, may meeting kailangan i-attend si Presidente. Briefings for the President. Kailangan nandun kami. Yung briefings for the President kasi, ang schedule ko is nakadikit kay Presidente. Kung meron siyang meeting dito sa palasyo na hindi private, na hindi confidential, nag-attend kami.
What for you is a good day? What is a bad day?
It's when the President mentions a policy. And it's a well thought out policy. And people respond to it. And that's a good day for us. And knowing that we're able to make a difference also in people's lives. A bad day would be getting criticized and not being able to get back at those criticisms for now because of some circumstances which prevent us from responding immediately. Yung parang gusto mong i-clarify yung position, mga ganun.
Ang mga babae, mahilig sa magagandang sapatos. Kung didiskartehan mo sila, kailangan mo ng auto. Ano kaya kung pagsamahin natin? Welcome to the Munggo Experiment! Ito, ang 2007 shoe cycle. Panalo to, matipid sa gasolina kasi makina ng motor ang gamit nito. Ang problema ko dito, pag may date ako, hindi ko makita ang chicks ko dahil nasa likod dito. Isa pa, ang problema nito, pag nagmamadali ako, hindi pwede dahil mabagal ito. Ang pinakamalaking problema ko rito, mahirap ito iparada sa garage room. Ito po ang 2007 shoe cycle. Ako po, si Munggo. Salamat.
Kunyari, nasa bangka ka, nalulunod si Sunny Coloma at si Ricky Carandang. Sino yung babatuhan mo ng salbabida? Isa lang. Huwag ka na magkape. Mag-insomnia ka na lang.
Insomnia.
Insomnia. Nako, mga kapatid, yan ang ituturo namin sa inyo sa ating tamang toma.
Dan, Jun. Jun, Dai, Dan. Kinis mo ah. Ba't ka nga?
Nung college ka, secretary, were you particularly political na back then?
No. No, it was fun to be in mass comm. It was, you know, think about arts. You know, it's just doing work. Because your ideal is si Doy Del Mundo, si Hami Soto. I don't know if you know Hami Soto.
Yes.
You know, this is the funny thing with Hami Soto. This is introduction to...
Si Hami Soto po, Agustin Soto III ay isang film critic na medyo na maalam na po.
And he was the one who promoted Cannes Film Festival
Yes.
here in the Philippines. But anyway, si Hami Soto, intro to film to, introduction to film. Yung final exam niya was, last question, 10 questions, but the final question was, tell me what your grade is and justify why you deserve that grade. Sa Lasalang score, the high score is 4. So I said, nahihiyaman ako magsabing 4. Sabi ko, I deserve a grade of 3.5, the second highest. Why? Justify. Because as Yul Brynner said in 10 Commandments, so let it be written, so let it be done. Binigyan niya ako ng 3.5. I should have asked for 4.
Oo nga eh.
But you know, that's application of what you learn
Yes,
in film. So apparently he liked that and gave me a 3.5.
So noon pa lang pala, ang mga references mo cinematically, yung mga epics.
I remember lines in films. You know, for all its grandeur, I would consider 10 Commandments is for its grandeur because it's an epic film. It really dictated or kind of determined how an epic movie should be done.
Nasusundan mo pa, Secretary, yung mga lumalabas sa mga indie films ngayon?
Hindi na eh. You know, maybe the unfortunate thing of settling down is that you have kids. So you tend to watch all these films that they... Of course, some of the films are more artsy. You would hope to see. I don't remember what last film that I saw, which was artsy, but primarily for kids. And you know, it's that mainstream. Mainstream na ano.
Ilan taon po yung mga kids ninyo, Secretary?
I've got a 19-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son.
Parang medyo malayo agwat nun, sir.
Medyo malayang agwat eh. Ayaw muna magsumunod. So,
Do you ever take homework?
yes, I do. Certain briefings that need to be studied at home, we do. Kailangan eh, kasi tuloy-tuloy yan. And kami ni Abby is the most, you're supposed to be knowledgeable in all things. Kasi ang tanong lang naman ang tanong ng Malacanang Press Corps is not limited to ano ang opinion ng Pangulo eh. Pati ang problema, kunyari, anong nangyayari sa peace process, sa Basilan, ano yung CCT, ano for instance ang budget ng ganitong kagawaran. Lahat yun dapat alam mo. So, part of our work also in the day is to call up secretaries. Kung may issue, tatawagan. Kung may ganitong issue, tatawagan mo talaga. Iisa-isahin mo talaga. And that's why we are very, and we thank the cabinet secretaries for being very accessible to us. They're very open to us. And yun ang trabaho namin. Being accessible and to be accessible as well.
Sir, last question na lang. Kunyari, nasa bangka ka, nalulunod si Sunny Coloma at si Ricky Carandang, sino yung babatuhan mo ng salbabida? Isa lang.
Ibabato ko sa kanila yung salbida, bahala na kayo, marunong ko lumangoy.
Yan po, mga kapatid. Presidential Spokesperson Edwin Lacierda, cool na kulang. Maraming salamat, sir, sa oras mo.
Salamat, Lord. It's a pleasure to be here.
Salamat, sir.
Maraming salamat.
Kirino Room. Tour tayo, sir.
Oh, sige. Tour tayo.
Sino ka? Oh, Jun. Balita.
Antok ako eh. Kailangan ko ng kape.
Kape? Ka na magkape. Mag-insomnia ka na lang.
Insomnia.
Insomnia. Nako, mga kapatid, yan ang ituturo namin sa inyo sa ating tamang toma. Ang panlaban sa inyong uhaw.
Mga bayaw ah.
Oh, wait ka lang
Okay.
dyan. Jun, this is my friend Dan. Dan, Jun. Jun, Dan.
Hi, Dan. Kinis mo ah. Ba't ka nga? Dan, ba't ba tinawag na insomnia to?
Pag uminom kayo niyan, hindi lang kayo malalasing, hindi pa kayo makakatulog.
Ba? Hindi
Kung
ano?
maganda
Lasing na
yung...
hindi makatulog.
Ganun, So pwede yan, no?
Pwede.
Pwede yan. Ano ba gagawin natin?
Ano kailangan natin, Dan?
Una, ice. Ice.
Anong moisturizer ginagamit mo, Dan? Nag-workout ka, Dan?
Hindi.
Sige, tuloy mo. Oh, ano yan? Kape.
Kailangan natin kape.
Kape.
Kailangan natin ng kape.
Makapakanta ba tayo ng good morning yan?
Good morning sa inyo. So, konti lang yung kape o dadamihan?
Kalating kape, tapos
Kalating
ilalapasin natin
sachet ng
siya.
kape.
Ito, ano naman yan?
Maglalagay tayo ng 2.5 parts ng Baileys.
Bango. Sila yung natin.
Yan ba yung parang may gatas yung babies?
Yes.
Parang kape-kape rin yan.
Tapos kuha tayo ng haluwa. Haluwa.
Ba?
Coffee liquor din yan.
2 parts, yes.
Bagay na bagay yan sa akin. Antok na ako eh.
Meron tayong 2 parts ng tequila rose.
Ba?
Tequila rose.
Coffee liquor din yan. Tequila liquor.
Tequila para pampasaya.
Yeah.
Pasaya yan. Ba? Gaganahan ako niyan.
Yan yung pampaligayang component yan.
Yes. Pink talaga siya, no? Parang yung sa'yo, no?
Wala pa ng half. I-shake natin siya, tapos i-strain.
So, ito, shaker ba to?
Shaker.
Sige nga, gusto kita makita mag-shake, ha? Ganyan. Baka may ganyan pa.
Choreography pa. Pasubok nga. Ganun.
Ganyan, no? Ganda rin yung tunog. Ako nga, pasubok na ako. Ganyan. Ganyan, pwede yung ganyan.
Ano, kailangan may kembot pa?
Sabi niya, ganyan.
Siguro para mas maghalo lalo. Hindi
Okay, sige.
maano
So,
maayos.
pwede na yan.
Kailangan sinisiko pa.
Makatas-katas pa doon, ha?
Tapos ilalagay natin dito sa Pilsner glass.
Tapos talaga.
Yun. Dahan-dahan ng buhos.
Tapos, grenadine.
Ang
Tapos natin
luto
siya.
yan, di ba? Grenadine.
Syrup siya, sir. Lagyan mo natin siya ng whipped cream.
Whipped cream. Nagda-diet ako eh.
Hindi, okay lang yan, Jun. Kailangan yan.
Kailangan yan.
Yan, tandaan mga kapatid. Una tayong umiinom gamit ang ating mga mata.
Okay. Kay Dan pala, satisfied na ako.
Dessert yata itong ginagawa mo Dan. Hindi naman inumin na.
Tapos, lalagyan ng cherry.
Pang
Yaw.
cherry. So pwede rin palang pan-chicks yan, ano?
Yan, oh.
Pula-pula, ano?
Naku Dan, ngayon, paano naman iinumin yan? Mukhang napakakapal ng
Lalagyan
layer
natin
ng
ng
ice.
straw. Tapos,
Ayan, sige nga Jun. Iba mo.
Gusto ko ikaw yung tumigil muna. Ayan.
tama na.
Yan. Okay, share tayo, ha?
Ano
Lasang kape,
masabi mo?
pare.
Nagigising ka na ba?
Gising na ako.
Ako rin na. Oo.
Okay. Eh, mga bayaw.
Mga bayaw ito, napakasosyal na inumin. Ito tinatawag na insomnia. Hindi ka lang tulog, may amats ka pa ng konti.
Okay.
Yan ang sinasabi natin, saktong-sakto, sa tamang toma, ang panlaban sa inyong mga buhaw.
Sige, dito muna kami ni Dan, ha?
Sige.
At magpuyatan muna kami dito.
Okay.
Mamaya muna tayo.
Dapat siguro ilagay dyan, Wasakan. Hindi natin kahit sa museum director ilagay natin. May, not here yata. Wala yata wifi. Sa palasyo meron. Oh, sige.
Facebook ka. Thank you, sir. Again.
Maraming salamat, Lord. It's a pleasure to
Pasensya
be
na
here.
sa pawis mo.
It's okay.
What's up,